Aero wheels don't just look cool, but we're also told that they make you faster too. But how much faster? We wanted to do an experiment to see typically how much more speed an aero wheel can give you.
So to do that, we came down here to Herne Hill Velodrome in South London, where we're going to put 3 different sets of wheels to the test.
So the first set of wheels we have is a pair of Mavic Cerium Arcis clinchers. We've picked these because they represent the typical box section clincher wheel that you get on a normal road bike, and most road bikes are equipped with a shallow wheel like this.
Second set of wheels we're going to test are a pair of NV Smart 4.5s, which have a 40mm front rim and a 50mm back rim. Now we picked those because that's a very classic, typical current professional setup.
For the final set of wheels, we've got a Head GT3 tri-spoke front wheel and a lightweight Autobahn disc, which is incredibly bling and about £2,500. Now we've picked this because it's said to be the ultimate time trial setup and it's been used by the likes of Alberto Contador, amongst others. For our experiment, Dr. Hutch is going to be doing the riding. For those unfamiliar with Dr. Hutch, he's sort of a pound shop Stig, and he's going to be riding each set of wheels for 10 minutes at 200 watts and 10 minutes at 300 watts round the velodrome.
We're doing this because we thought 200 watts was maybe typical of a decent club rider or a sportive rider, and 300 watts was maybe more the kind of number a time trialist or a racer would hit. So we'll see what the benefit might be if you're riding quickly, and even then what the benefit might be if you're maybe not going quite at race pace.
For consistency, Hutch is going to begin every run from a rolling start, and we're using PowerTap P1 pedals for power measurement, and we're also using Challenge Record tyres with latex inner tubes on all the wheels.
I'll be riding the same Merida Reactive team bike in all the tests and keeping a consistent position on the drops in all the tests we do to try and keep a level playing field. Before we get on to the results, Oliver is a proper scientist and would like to issue a quick disclaimer.
Yeah, so we're aware that this is not the most accurate test in the world, but for all the wind tunnel data that exists around bikes and wheels, no one actually rides their bike in a wind tunnel.
I do.
Apart from Hutch. So based on that, we want to see what actually happens when you ride these things outside. So there is value in that, and Herne Hill is about as much as a controlled environment as you can get outside.
So, Oliver, what were the results?
The Mavics that you rode first, at 200 watts, you travel the distance of 5,120 meters at an average speed of 30.7 kilometers per hour. And at 300 watts, you traveled 6,070 meters at an average speed of 36.42 kilometers an hour. So quite a bit faster.
A bit faster, actually, yeah.
Yeah. So then onto the Envies, you traveled at 200 watts, 5,460 meters at an average speed of 32.7 kilometers an hour.
So that's 2 and a bit kilometers an hour faster?
2 kilometers an hour
faster.
Yeah. And at 300 watts, you traveled 6,442 meters at an average speed of 38.6 kilometers an hour. So again, roughly 2 kilometers an hour
faster, yeah. Okay.
So for the super duper TT setup, at 200 watts, you traveled 5,520 meters at an average speed of 33.12 kilometers an hour. And at 300 watts,
a little quicker.
Yeah, a little bit quicker. And at 300 watts, you traveled 6,600 meters at 39.6 kilometers an hour.
So that's basically 25 miles an hour. So
yeah,
again, that's quicker again.
Yeah, so just a little bit quicker than the Envies. But I think the main thing is the difference between the Envies and the time trial wheels was
quite small.
Was not that much.
So the big step up is from the kind of box section simple shallow rimmed wheels up to the moderate rimmed wheels.
Yeah, and even at 200 watts, you're travelling 2 kilometres an hour faster on a 40, 50 mil rim, yeah.
Yeah, and it is quite windy. It's actually quite windy here today. So, you know, with the kind of the yaw angles and the rest of it, actually the deep rims will probably start to perform even better.
But it does go to show that, I mean, even if you're just averaging 200 watts, over the course of a 100-mile sportive, that could really add up to a massive.
If you're spending 5 or 6 hours at it, it's going to be most of another hour's work.
So if saving 2 kilometres an hour is important to you, then investing in some aero wheels is well worth considering.
How much do you care about 2 kilometres an hour, Oliver?
I've killed for 2 kilometres an hour.